Welcome to You Can Sip With Us.
Can Sip With Us.
Episode 201. We're still celebrating. It's like when it's your birthday, you get to celebrate for the whole month. When you hit your 200th episode, we get to celebrate until 300.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Right? Isn't that how it works?
That's how it works. That's absolutely how it works.
It's like a new chapter.
I mean, it is very impressive. When you think about, so we're approaching the 4-year birthday, I believe. And when you think about, with the exception of like maybe 3 weeks, where there hasn't been 1 week where we haven't given fresh content. I was going to say maybe 3 weeks, but even that was like batched work, fresh content for 4 years, for every single week of the year.
Whoa.
Look at us. And you guys showing up, doing due diligence, listening to the pod, tagging us on Instagram, writing reviews, subscribing to Patreon, emailing us, phone calls. I mean, above and beyond. It's worthy of a celebration. What are you sipping? Did you have more? I mean, I felt like I really drove that point home.
Felt like we came fast on the drinks. Like slow fast. It just was like the car revved up real quick and I didn't have my seatbelt on, you know?
You're sipping something worthy of the celebration. So I thought, there is a celebratory beverage in hand.
I actually feel so the situation is we're recording in the evening, which is something we used to do for like the first year at least.
At least, yeah. And
we're recording in the evening because Ashley has a trip potentially coming up. There's been a lot that's happened in the last hour and a couple hours. We were on the phone on hold for an hour. That should be a rant.
It is going to be a rant. The problem is the result of it was nice, but the waiting was rant worthy. So
good.
Yeah, it was terrible.
So while Ashley, I think you should catch people up on what your evening has looked like, and then we've got a cool episode ahead because we're going to talk about. We asked you guys to write in with like your favorite things or like favorite moments from the pod, and you loaded our email up, which is awesome. So we got a full mailbag and like cool things to share. But the situation is at one point in the night, it was like, are we still going to record tonight or not? Will it be another time or day? And I told Ashley, all right, I'm just going to hop in the shower real quick. Well, there were some things happening. And then I thought, and then it's like, okay, we are going to record. And I thought, I'm going to record in my bathrobe tonight.
Yeah, you look cozy.
With wine, which is a vibe. Yeah. Which is a vibe.
100%
so
a vibe.
I'm drinking some Cabernet Sauvignon with a bathrobe on. It's quite
I love that.
Lovely. I love this for me. Yeah.
Yes.
So
you're zenned out.
Yeah, and you're not.
And I'm not. Yes, my evening, well, I'm not saying that your evening was easy because you still had 2 kids to like do bedtime routine through. So, there is that. But we had a little wrench-a-rooney thrown in. We are supposed to be leaving tomorrow for Dallas. And we come home. We left the house at about 5:30 to go pick up the kids. We come home. Rev had tumbling. I took Mac to Target to get some stuff for the plane. I think we got home probably about 6:30. So there was an hour window there where Roka was home alone. When the cat's away, the mice will play. Yeah. And play she did. So we see, this is not new, but we forget because a new hobby of Roka's is anything that's edible in any sort of area that Roka can reach it. Even if it's like snotty tissues in a garbage can, Roka will get it. But a lot of times it's like half of an avocado left on the counter or something, right? So we get home, I'm cooking dinner, I'm getting the kids ready, getting their dinner ready, I'm making myself some. John walks over, turns the TV on, he's like, oh, you got an avocado, huh, Roke? Because he found the avocado pit. And then he goes, oh, shit. And he's like, she ate her whole bottle of her incontinence medication. And we just refilled it because we were leaving, and it was on the counter because we were leaving. He had like her food and her supplements all on the counter. So 60 pills of this incontinence medication. Well, 58 because she had 2 from this morning. 58 pills, and they taste like liver, apparently. Quick little Google says, is this safe or not? It's like, no, this is poison. Figure your shit out and don't leave it out for your dog because they might want to eat it. It tastes like liver. So anyway, I call emergency vet. They say, you got to call the poison control. I call the poison control. Meanwhile, we know, like, Google is like, no, this isn't, this is not okay, right? So he takes her to the emergency vet. I'm on the phone. Turns out it's very unsafe, and likely if we wouldn't have taken her in, like, it would have caused heart failure. But so she's overnight right now, monitoring her heart and her blood pressure. Just got off the phone with John. It's going to be, it's going to be a 4-figure situation, and it's just and now she's going to be overnight for 24 hours. They got to monitor her for 24 hours. Could be longer depending on how she does. So now we're not really sure if we're flying tomorrow or not. We don't know. We got to figure that out. Probably John will go with Mac. Yeah. I'm thinking is what will happen. And then in a couple days, maybe Revy and I will join them. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But still, then I got the kids, which is totally fine. But I've got the kids and the whole Mac
bedtime routine.
Yeah. So, but
they know bedtime's coming, and they're like, every night's let the games
Of course,
begin.
he's hiding in the closet. When I say, okay, Mac, time for jammies, nowhere to be found. He's hiding in the closet. Oh my God. And then that little shit. I'm like, okay, well, we can just change in the playroom, right? So I got his jammies in his diaper and I lay him down and he thinks everything's a fun game. And he donkey kicks me with both feet.
Oh.
And it didn't really hurt, but it was more startling. And I was like, that could have really hurt. Like if it would have connected with my chin or something, but it connected with my chest, so it wasn't so bad. But the reaction, parenting is such a test of like,
everything.
Reflexes and patience, because what I wanted to do was pick him up and throw him against the wall, right? And instead I go, whoa! And then I take a minute and I calm down and I was like, that is not okay. And Revy said, are you okay? And I said, I don't think so. Mac donkey kicked me. And they don't know it. She goes, oh, Mac, you can't kick. And he's like, ha, 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 But I think he was a little startled because I had a big reaction, and but there was a millisecond where I thought I'm gonna smack this kid in the next Tuesday.
Did Rev donkey kick or do things like that physically?
No.
Okay, because Ben does. And I don't know if there's a correlation here.
Yeah,
but I hear from people that there are, and it is I getting Ben into bed. At the end of it, I'm like, what was that? I am so exhausted on every level because it is it's physicality, it's manipulation. It's when I say manipulation, it's like trying to think 4 steps ahead or get them to buy into the plan without them realizing that's what they're doing. Like they think they have the control, but it's really accomplishing what we want. It is a wild thing.
Yeah, it's wild.
For a good amount of time.
And it's every single day, every night. And so when I say I wanted to hit my kid, it's not that I actually was going to. It's that when you get assaulted, your body, I don't know, tell me.
It is.
It triggers this fight or flight, oh shit, okay, I've got my reflexes, I got to protect myself.
So
and then you realize, it's my kid.
The other day at swim with Ben, something happened where I accidentally, I can't remember what I was doing, but I accidentally, I know what it was. He fell at school and got a goose egg on his head, a big old goose egg. I forgot about the goose egg and I was putting on his shirt and the shirt hole around his head, it hit it just in a way, it was coming down over his head, and I felt so bad, but the pain, he whacked me Immediately, he just whacked me. And I was
Yes.
like, I didn't react to it at all. I was just like, I'm so sorry. Because I knew right away when he did that. I was like, oh my gosh, honey, he's like, you hurt me. And I was like, oh my gosh, honey, I'm so sorry. That, mommy didn't mean to. That was an accident. I'm so sorry. Can I give you a hug? And we hugged. But it is that, that was that's a physical reaction where you're like,
I gotta protect.
Yeah. Yeah. Or just the release, like when you're in pain, there's a reaction. Yeah. There could be a reaction there. Yeah.
Right. Before your thoughts catch up to you. And then you got to really you realize, oh, okay, I can't do anything. I just have to use my kind, gentle parenting words.
Yes. I have to rise above all the time.
But anyway, so I got them in and it was fine. And now I am sipping on tea.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Actually, I had tea today. Out of nowhere, because I'm not a tea drinker.
Yeah.
Like I drink matcha, but that's not tea to me. That's in the coffee zone of comfort.
That's in the coffee zone.
For me. But I got myself an Egyptian licorice mint tea this afternoon because I wanted that comfort of a warm cup of something, but I didn't want coffee. And I thought, I need to become more of a tea person. What kind of tea are you sipping on?
Okay, I'm sipping on, actually it's a sleepy, I was going to say Egyptian licorice because I almost grabbed that, but it's a sleepy time. But do you like spice? Do you like ginger?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do.
Okay, Colleen. This has been an absolute game changer. I actually should probably look up, I should call poison control to be like, can you consume too much ginger juice? Because I bought the Costco size box of ginger and I thought, well, what the hell am I going to do with this? All right. I throw it in the Vitamix, I blend it up, right? And then I squeeze it through this little strainer thing or whatever. And now I have fresh ginger juice. And I've been putting I don't know, a couple tablespoons or whatever, a couple ounces in my matcha every morning. And it is like a spicy ginger matcha. It is so damn good. And then I did it tonight too. It's just the hit I need. It feels like something special, like tea is tea. But this slaps. This slaps. Yeah. Fresh ginger juice. I'm telling you what, this is going to be a part. I am not a morning person. And for the last 2 weeks, it's been so it's been 8 days.
Yeah.
So not quite 2 weeks. But I'm into the second week, so it feels like it, But I have been actually excited to get up at 6 a.m. Excited. Oh, wow. Because I've been making this matcha with the ginger. It's a game changer. I'm just going to throw it out there. If you might mix it up your routine. You might love it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm in. You're on my B-Reel right now.
Oh. I deleted that app.
Oh, cool. Nice.
I mean, I liked it, but it was like, okay, this is one more thing that I have to do. If I didn't have any other social, I think I would be obsessed with it.
I don't think
But it doesn't show me your reel. It doesn't show me anyone else's unless I do mine. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Yeah. But I also just am like, okay, it became a to-do list item, and I
there is I don't think I'm obsessed with it, but there is a group of friends on there that I don't see all that often. But I want to see them a lot, and so it's cool to see them every day on there. Yeah. 100%. Okay. Ding 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 ding. All right, you guys, fall is just around the corner, and as the seasons change, now is the perfect time to reset and think about little changes you can make in your daily routine to better your health. No better way to do that than with one of our favorite partnerships with Care Of. So Care Of is a subscription service that ships high-quality personalized vitamins, supplements, and powders conveniently to your door every month. You just hop in, take a short, in-depth quiz about your lifestyle, health goals for a personalized recommendation, taking the guesswork out of what supplements are best suited for you. And that is one of my favorite parts about all this is Ash, you know this about me. I'm a buyer. Anything with a pretty label, I want to buy, and so oh yeah, I go into places like Costco or whatever, and I'm like, oh yeah, give me this, give me that, give me that. But does my body actually need it? I don't know. I don't know, and that's what I really like about Care Of is by taking this quiz, going on, it was fun and easy. They curated for me, hey, call, here's what you actually need. Right. And then they come in these cute and convenient little individual packets that are awesome just for like making it easy during the day. Oh, there's my little pack of exactly what I need. What's recommended for me, like, and you can go on and tweak things too. So when we were trying to get pregnant, obviously prenatal was a part of that. And so updated, boom, bam, thank you, ma'am. I've got everything I need all right there for me.
I also love because I feel like I've been working with Care of now for a couple of years, and I think we've probably working with them on the pod for that long too. And they've increased their supplements, and now they don't just have your the vitamins that you would think about, like fish oil and a multivitamin and prenatal and the B's and the C's and the D's, but they also have exploratory things like herbs, right? So they have like ashwagandha. I have this one that I can't pronounce, xanthanin or something like that for I think it's for my brain health and focus. And they've got turmeric. They've got all kinds of like herbs now as well, which is very fun when you want to dabble in that other sort of holistic side of things. So for you guys got to check it out. You're going to get 50% off your first Care of order if you go to takecareof.com and enter code SIP50 at checkout. So that's 50% off your first Care of order by going to takecareof.com and entering code SIP50.
All right, are you ready for some fan faves?
Yeah, I can't wait.
And I know we did this with Barb and Meg, and it's so fun. And we're like, hey, if anyone else has things that they're obsessed with, please ping us.
I'm ready. I got my pen and paper.
There's, I'm going to read fan faves from two gals. So this first one is from Paige from Wyoming. Hi, Paige from Wyoming.
Hi,
Wyoming
Paige.
is beautiful. I've driven through Wyoming a couple times. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right.
Peaceful.
She said you asked for our at-home favorites, and I have a few random things in my home that I'd recommend. The first one, and I've never heard of this, a projection alarm clock. She said at night it displays the time on the ceiling wherever you point the projection. It looks just like a normal little alarm clock. However, it can shine the time above your bed or wherever you want. Game changer if you're in the middle of a night slumber. You slightly crack your eyes open, take a quick peek, and go back to sleep. Sounds slightly bougie, but it's the best. First discovered it at my best friend's house, and my life was changed. I like the idea of this a lot. Because I don't really like having a lot of light right on my nightstand. Like an alarm clock kind of has some bright lights. Like I don't even look tapping on my phone because it feels like no matter how low you set the phone brightness, it's still kind of an alarming thing. Much. And then it triggers that sensation in your brain of like, oh, that's my phone. It just feels like it kind of screws you up. I would love to kind of project it against a far back wall just enough so where I could see it.
Yeah, I'm looking and they're not too bad. They got a couple highly reviewed between 20 and $30 on Amazon.
Yeah. That's never
fun.
Heard of it. I think that's so cool. Okay. This one, a touch bedside lamp, which I've had touch lamps before, and I don't know why I don't have one now. Okay, so she said
well, first of all, they're ugly. So we have them, and I updated our whole house. Like when we moved to this house, I bought all new things because my aesthetic changed, except our bedside lamp because they were touch lamps. Yeah. And then when the stagers came in, we just recently got rid of them because the stagers came in and they were like, these frickin' things are ugly. But I have scoured. I've probably spent, I would say 6 hours at a minimum looking online for touch lamps that look good. So I'm wondering if she has found one or if she's just saying get a touch lamp.
No, I think you'll be pleased with Paige. She said, my first was a bitchin' brass vintage lamp from my great grandma that was probably 30 years old. Need a little light on the scene. Don't fumble around for your switch. Simply touch the base of the lamp and it comes to life. Fortunately, today's day and age has more modern touch lamps to blend in with your decor. Google a vintage brass touch lamp. I promise there was no blending with your decor.
Ooh, wait.
Vintage brass touch lamp.
I'm curious if these are actually touch, because the touch is a game changer, 100%.
Yeah.
If this is, I gotta do a little research. Paige, if you're listening, if you can send me the link to some, because I Googled it and a bunch of like cute brass lamps showed up, but I'm not sure that
are they
touch. Right.
Okay. Is it weird? I'm looking at like some of the old ones that are definitely touch.
Right.
Is it weird I like it? Because it's nostalgic. Like, I don't think I'd actually want it on my nightstand, but I don't hate them looking at it at all.
Okay. I don't think it's weird.
They're not
I don't think it's weird.
They're not cute.
But yeah,
but
they do give a... I can see what you mean by nostalgic, because they do. So they're giving grandma's
yes,
house,
like this one. Like if you see this at someone's house, you've got like one of those blankets that's not a quilt and it's not a sheet.
It's an Afghan. Yeah, it's like it's a knitted thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I just sent you the Google search. I was trying to show you exactly what one I'm looking at.
Okay, you are. The Regency Hill.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that's the one. The other place this belongs is like in a speakeasy where they're going for this like vibe,
Yeah.
I feel like. But I am, so you can see there are some cute brass table lamps, but when I dig a little deeper, I don't think all of these are touch. And so if anyone... This is a call to anyone out there.
Oh my God, Ash.
Probably pictures.
Ashley.
What?
I've got it.
What?
This is a call to Ashkin.
What? A call to Ashkin?
No, a call to action. A call me to Ash.
I knew what you meant when
Ash.
You said
Kin.
I just didn't know what.
Okay.
A call to action. A call to Ashkin.
It's a call
I see what
to
you're saying.
Ashkin.
Right.
Okay.
This is a call to Ashkin. If anyone has found, if you've seen my house, it's like, I wouldn't say it's like super modern. I don't know what it is. Like traditional black and white, some touches of gold. And I want a touch lamp. I want bedside lamps that I can touch. If you've got one, please send it my way. I will even send you a finder's fee. Because
I'm 10 out of 10.
I want this desperately in my life.
Same. I'm 10 out of 10 interested in this. All right. The last one, she says, with not a whole lot of reasoning, but just take her word for it. Happy Wax. Soy-based scented wax for warmers. Are you a wax warming gal?
No, but I am learning. Okay, I have been diving deep into gut health recently because I am fucked from the inside out. And one of the things that it said, I read this thing. I read this book that was 200 gut health hacks or whatever. And it had, like different sections of the book. Some was like supplements, some was testing, some was things you can eat, some were physical things. And I remember one of the things it said, do not burn scented candles unless they are beeswax or soy, because they're endocrine disrupting and hormone disrupting. They put these things in the air that the scent and the wax is really harmful for you. So you want to do like essential oils and a natural wax, something like beeswax or soy. So this Happy Wax, I'm doing a little Google, because she said soy, which is a key word here according to the gut protocol. Ooh, and they've got a salt lamp one. Wow, these are cute. So I think that my answer, my long answer to your short question is, I'm not a melty wax person,
but we want to be.
Like to be.
We can be. She said, thanks for sipping with us on a weekly basis. I literally listen first thing every morning when episodes air, and then my ears are bored until the next one drops. Love you, ladies. Thank you, Paige.
Thank you, Paige.
Thank
These
you,
are
Paige.
amazing.
Okay, so I'm going to have to cruise through this one fast because this is a new VIP listener of the pod. This is from Romy. Hi, friends. I got bored at work and decided to send you a comprehensive list of my 15 favorite Amazon items, complete with a thumbnail pic, description, and link.
Oh my gosh.
I consider myself an Amazon influencer basically only because of how much I shop on Amazon. Here are some of the things that I can't live without recently. Let me know if you're interested in more. Would love to share on a monthly basis. What the heck? That would be amazing.
Gosh.
Okay, so if she knows, because I also want to know what are the best of Amazon. She said, obsessed with you both, love Romy. So let's check this out.
I already freaking love you.
Okay, she put together, this doc is legit. And how do we share a document to everyone here?
I'm wondering if what we can do is give it to Kara and maybe she could like link everything in a like to know it.
Yes.
And then like, click it. Or something, but maybe we need to be clicking it to Romy. I don't know. We got to figure it out.
I'm going to just share this Google Doc with you, and then we can share this with Kara. And then we can like cruise through this kind of quick live, and then we'll follow up with you guys with the app or the doc. Okay. I just sent it to you.
Okay. And I also want to let you guys know I'm on Happy Wax's website right now, and they are normally $72, and they're on sale for $50. So maybe
get it.
I'm gonna get one. They get one for like Christmas or something.
Okay. I'm obsessed with this already because there's family stuff. So the first one is a pop-up pirate. Say that 15 times fast. Such a fun family game. You take turns putting your swords into the barrel until the pirate pops out. It's in a different slot each time.
Have this.
You have it? I've never heard of this.
They love it. It's
really? Hit. Okay. Toddler smoothie cups. We have been a big smoothie mood for breakfast lately, and I wanted some cute cups for my babe to drink out of. They're the perfect size and so cute.
Gosh.
They are so cute.
Yeah, these are adorable.
I'll read one more and then you read a couple. Sink water extender. We are in the middle of potty training right now, and these are a lifesaver since my 2-year-old's little arms don't quite reach the water spout yet. Yes, every time I go, even Ben is like super tall and like he's a big 3-year-old. He can't even reach and so I'm like half lifting him up, half like kind of, moving the water over his hands. Yeah. And he has a stool, but like you're not always, then you got to like move the stool every place you go to wash your, know what I mean? Those are cool.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Absolutely. We have them, and they are game changer. 100%. Oh, these stools. Okay, so yeah, these go together. The next one is these bathroom step stools. Again, going with the potty training theme. Nice for kids to be a little more independent. Yeah, you got to have these. A stool and a water extender, 100%. Okay, what are these? Mochi squishy toys. We've been using these for potty training toys. They are soft, tiny, little squishy animals that my daughter obsesses over. I will also put a few in my purse if we're going somewhere like out to eat. Oh my gosh. Okay, these are adorable. What does this even mean, squishies? Oh, they're like what you would think. You get
little
to squish them.
Squishy friends.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, talk about, these are over 11,000 reviews, and they looks like 4.5 stars. That's impressive. Okay. She's slam dunking this.
Oh, yeah.
Add to cart. Add to cart.
Yeah.
Add to cart.
Wow. They have Halloween ones.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Just like little fun.
Yeah.
Cute.
Cherry pitter. We also have one of these. Do you live with a cherry pitter? Or no cherry pitter.
No cherry pitter.
Oh yeah. Do you eat cherries in your house?
Yeah, I love cherries, especially like the cherries.
You got to have a cherry pitter when you've got the toddler situation going on because you want to give them the cherry, but it's a risk.
Yeah.
Are they going to understand that you can't like bite all the way into it? And then Revy sort of gets it now. So she's like, the big girl that doesn't want her cherries pitted, but then she leaves a lot of flesh on them. because she, I'm like, okay, don't eat the seed. So then it's like she eats like a quarter of each cherry and it's like calls it good, which is good. She's not choking, but still, I think the cherry pitter is a must if you're a cherry fan.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right. She's got some iced coffee tumblers and glasses. She got a headache hat.
Glass straws.
And glass straws?
I don't know if I've ever heard of glass straws.
Are you kidding me right now?
Do I have? I have like metal and I have plastic. I don't think I have glass straws.
Oh, you need glass straws.
She said the glass straws make me feel bougie AF and dishwasher friendly. Yeah, what's a headache hat? She linked a headache hat.
Yeah, so a headache hat. I am unfortunately a migraine headache girly, and this hat gives me life. It can go in the fridge or freezer, so it gets super cool and feels absolutely amazing. It looks like a swim cap, but that it goes over your eyes. Yeah. Don't you think?
Yes.
Whenever I feel a migraine coming on, I immediately lay down and put my headache hat on. It covers your eyes for the darkness, and provides just the right amount of squeeze. Wow, it's worked for her every time.
Okay, a corn cutter. I've never seen this.
Corn cutter!
This is
I've never seen this.
I've never seen this. It's a kitchen tool, and it looks like you just like. How would you describe this?
You like put it around.
Yes.
You give the corn a hand job, and the kernels come off. Is essentially what I think we're working with here.
Right.
Right.
I think you're.
I mean, that is how I would describe it.
It gets the corn off.
Yes, it does.
It does.
Sure does.
Okay. Book light. Oh, I bought one of these years ago. And I don't know where I put it. And I thought about it. And like every once in a while, I swear, I have not seen this in a long time, but every once in a while I'm like, where's my book light? You know that thing you think about every so often, but I'll never find it. I just need to buy another one. And here it is.
What you need is a Kindle. I mean, I know some people are diehard book people, but the Kindle is the biggest game changer of them all because it's backlit. And you're not going to lose the Kindle because you paid too much money for it. A book light, I'm like, when the kids want to play with it, I'm like, oh, okay, sure, play with it. And then I've lost them. I've lost like probably 4 of them. But a Kindle, I'm like, no, that's mommy's special book. Like, don't touch that.
Yeah.
So I know where it is at all times. Okay, but this is Colleen. We just recorded Patreon. The next thing on her list is the odor eliminator.
Yes.
This is what I talked about today on Patreon, where the people walked into the house and they said, "This house smells amazing." This is the thing that I bought. This odor eliminator. You guys, this thing sold our house. It is. What is this called even?
Angry
Orange.
So it has.
Angry Orange Pet Odor Eliminator for strong odor. Almost 100,000 reviews.
Whoa.
And it does smell like you live in an orange grove. Their tagline is, smells like heaven, works like hell, which I think is brilliant. That's good marketing right there. I bought it. I overnighted that shit. I said, deliver it to me between 7 and 11 a.m. It came. Next thing we know, we're getting an offer on our house.
Yeah. There's no coincidence there. Handheld vacuum. I have heard great things about a good handheld vacuum. Best tiny vacuum ever. Got it with the intention of vacuuming my new couches. It's easy to clean and very powerful. I love the pet hair attachment too. Like I love a good vacuum, but I hate taking the vacuum out, undoing the cord, putting it in, roaming around for however long, and then switching the cord, and then winding the whole thing back up, and then it's a clunk-a-dunk situation.
A clunk-a-dunk
is right. Little handheld? Yeah. Yes, I need that.
Black & Decker Fur Buster. This looks
I'm in.
Perfect.
I'm in.
We're in.
Next one's a book. Have you read this book, Ashley?
No, but I have read Taylor Jenkins Reid, probably 3 of them so far, and Malibu Rising, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and Daisy Jones and the Six. Yeah. I think I've probably recommended everyone on the pod. So this one she put here is One True Love.
Nice.
She said, I loved this book. Heart-wrenching in the best way. Okay. Sign me up. I'm in. I've never seen this one. I wonder if it's new. Wow.
Nice.
She's really
nailing
this.
Yeah. Hey, Romy, anytime you want to send us favorites of things you're loving on Amazon, we'll share it, I promise. Because this stuff is awesome. A lens cleaner. Big
This
fan of
next
clean
one.
sunglasses and phone screen over here. They come in a 2-pack with tiny pouch and cloth. Leaves your glasses spotless. I just bought new glasses. At
I
Warby
literally,
Parker.
these are the, I did too.
No
well, I
way.
have my try on kit coming.
Oh, I went into the actual
these-
store.
Oh, see that. Yeah. Did you go downtown?
No, I went to Washington Square in Oregon.
Well, that's nice.
And I did it the day before I went back to work. It felt like going back to school outfit or something, you know? And I like walked in and I just wanted, I was like, hey, you, like, I was hoping someone would help. Like, I just want to try on like 5 pairs of things. And when you tell me what you think like looks good, because when I get the at-home try-on kit, like I trust Chris's opinion, obviously, but like I don't trust my own opinion of what it looks like to me. I can't get like I could pick out some for you, but I can't pick out some for me. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Like, because I can't.
There is
see
something
myself
about
in that way.
Yeah. Sometimes I have to take a picture of myself because it's like when you have it on your face, especially with sunglasses, but when you have it on your face, you like look in the mirror and you're like, I can't really tell. Like, I don't know. So sometimes I have to take a picture and then look at the picture, but I want like a 3D. I guess I could take videos.
Yeah.
Because I want to like see the whole thing, you know?
That's smart.
Yeah. So, but this is something that I absolutely need. I had bought these little singular wipes, like a thing on Amazon. It was a box of, you know, they're kind of like those wet naps that they give you after you have wings or something or ribs at restaurants.
Yeah.
They're in those little kind of packets. And I was thinking the other day, we're almost out. And I was like, do I want to order these? It feels so wasteful. Like it's so much packaging, you know? And so this is exactly what I didn't know I needed. And I do need it. So add to cart. Again.
Add to cart.
And then lastly, she's got the Contigo Kids Cups here with the twist on and the straw. You'll never catch me buying another kids cup for water again. These are the absolute best. They are indeed no spill, even when thrown across the room, and worth every single penny. Also dishwasher friendly and super easy to clean. Do you have these ones?
I have them. Do you have them?
We do have them.
I love
them. They're
them.
not my favorite of the Contigo. I like the one with the handles better.
Oh, I've never seen those.
Those ones got recalled, but we said worth the risk.
They're that good.
They're that good. But they're like, you could still buy them in Target, so they must have fixed whatever the flaw was. But we do have these, but John doesn't like them as much, and the kids seem to like the ones with the handle. But I think Contigo is the way to go. We've tried some other brands, and Contigo consistently is the winner.
Yeah.
You know
We've
what
given
else? Contigo a lot of our money.
Is a winner. HelloFresh. Ding, 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 ding,
Ding, ding, ding, ding, ding.
Farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep with HelloFresh. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Listen, you guys, I know that y'all have packed schedules for fall, and HelloFresh has your meals covered with a weekly selection of 30 plus recipes and 70 plus convenience items, all delivered to your door. This is legit, like back to school, everyone's in the grind. Like it's so tough every single week in, week out, to answer what should be a simple question of like, what's for dinner? Like we can't do it all. HelloFresh is here to help. And now more than ever, we're all looking for ways to save some money. In fact, HelloFresh is 25% less expensive than takeout, and it's even cheaper than grocery shopping too. We made for dinner the best. Chris and I have been HelloFresh customers for a long time, and we literally said,
like 6 years or something.
And we were
like
saying last night, like we've always appreciated it, but now more so than ever with like just figuring out still like I'm going back to work or I'm back to work. We're juggling 2 kids. Like we need help, you know, and HelloFresh, like it's awesome. It's like having a personal shopper, and then we're just dialed in for 3 dinners a week. But we made the best pork schnitzel. Have you had pork schnitzel?
No.
It's like, okay,
that sounds very Oktoberfest.
It was so Oktoberfesty, and it was so delicious. So it was like pork with like a wonderful crust with a honey Dijon situation, and then carrots with it. And it was Oh my gosh. Like as we were eating it, we're like, I think Chris and I both thought that it was our favorite HelloFresh of all time. It was so good. But
Oh,
there's like
whoa.
people that we know and love who know that we've gotten HelloFresh for a long time. And then they finally started trying it. And they're like, the feedback from them is, oh my gosh, I love HelloFresh. Like it really, really, really is amazing.
I just actually signed up to have the delivery for the week when we get back from this trip.
Oh,
because
nice.
I always also feel like that's stressful when you come back from vacation and you have an empty fridge. You're like, what do we cook? And so we get back Tuesday. This delivers on Wednesday.
Nice.
So you guys go get yours. Go to HelloFresh.com/SIP65 and use code SIP65 for 65% off plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/SIP65 and use code SIP65 for 65% off plus free shipping. You try it once and you'll understand why this is HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit.
Ding, 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 ding. Okay, so now we're jumping into the mailbag for listener favorite moments from the pod. But then I thought this was going to be a favorite moment, but this is kind of also a fan fave. So this is from Megan. The subject line is 200th vibes. It's probably from listening to the episode with Erica, but she said, you should check out the Balance app. I've never heard of this. Have you?
No.
She said to go with your 5 breaths. I've been using it for the last 5 months since I had my third and final baby. And it's honestly probably the easiest, most looked forward to part of my day, except on Tuesday. Then I love listening to y'all on my hour commute home. The Balance app. I'm going to check it out.
So that must be, relax, breathe, and stress less. I'm in. I'm downloading right now.
Yeah, same.
Guys, we're not tough sells here.
No, we're in on it all.
Bye.
Balance
Well,
Health
especially
app?
if the squad recommends, it's like, I don't know about you, but I have been obsessed with all of the things that Meg and Barb got us, and so I just feel like, okay, you speak for the squad at this point, and they killed it. So,
yes. Oh, did I
And
buy
it's
something?
downloaded.
Balance, meditation, relax, breathe, and stress less.
Get started
56,000
for free.
reviews. Is that what you're downloading?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm already answering the questions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Me too. All right, this is from Megan.
Okay, me too.
What You Can Sip With Us has done for me is the subject line. Hey gals, double dipper, soul sipper. Congratulations on your 200th episode. Here are my biggest takeaways on top of having 2 virtual besties who bring me joy 2 times a week. I love Dime Beauty, the only thing I've ever stayed consistent with as a skincare regimen. Recently, the blood sugar and glucose information, trying to incorporate tips here and there that feels manageable. Reading recommendations, my bestie who obviously listens, and I loved the cocktail box. Great tips and recommendations for parenting and self-help follows on Insta. And Colleen, thank you for sharing your ectopic pregnancy journey in full vulnerability as I went through a miscarriage 2 weeks later. Oh my God. We since grown and loved our sweet baby girls who are a week apart. I just got chills. Oh, I think I've messaged with Megan. Maybe there were a lot of people who messaged during that period of ectopic pregnancy who then went on to get pregnant like right around the same time as me. Like it was kind of wild. Like a little bit of a You Can Sip With Us baby boom. Cheers to you both. XOXO Megan. P.S. My husband says don't forget all the things you've bought because of them. True, but too many items to list. Oh, I love that. Okay. This is an anonymous, please. Hi. Double Fister Soul Sipper Takeaways. Hi, Ash and Call. Love you both in the pod. I think my biggest takeaway has been related to the journey to and with Ellie. My best friend had a miscarriage around the same time as Call's, and then I found out she was pregnant the same day Call announced her pregnancy. Call shared what Erica had told her about the miscarried baby spirit being part of the new baby, and I just found a lot of comfort in that and shared it with my bestie, who found it comforting too. My bestie welcomed a beautiful baby girl in July, and all the episodes and tips on what to give a new mom and how to support her have been so helpful for me. It's been nice to go through Call's journey and hers at the same time, especially since Call was 6 weeks ahead of her. It helped me learn more of what she was going through without having to pester, especially since I didn't have any of my own birth children, 2 stepsons, but I haven't had my own little one yet. Another big takeaway for me, not as specific, is Ashley sharing her life coaching and mind work. It helped me admit some things to myself I was burying and get a lot more out of therapy. Thank you both for always sharing so openly and honestly. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? I'm just loving this.
Powerful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This one is from Catherine. Hey ladies, I'm Katie, a double fister soul sipper from Washington State. I've taken away so many things and so many Amazon purchases, but I think the most valuable narrows down to 2. 1. True, genuine friendship is work and a choice, but hot damn, it's worth it. I recently moved from Indiana to Washington and was so afraid of losing important friendships, and then realized I've listened to you for years and y'all are so close. Thanks for reminding me how possible that is. Oh my God, that makes me actually want to cry. That's really like beautifully written and true.
Okay, read it again.
True, genuine friendship is work and a choice, but hot damn, it's worth it. I recently moved from Indiana to Washington and was so afraid of losing important friendships, and then realized I've listened to you for years and y'all are so close. Thanks for reminding me how possible that is. You know, friendships are like so just beautiful and like one of like the biggest blessings of your life, and you only get one of those. You know,
I almost actually I probably have it written out, messaged our friends this week, you know, the group of us, to say like, hey, I know this is probably more for me and Lindy because you 3 are still together, but there's a group of 5 of us that are really close, and Call and I have the podcast, so I stay connected to you because of that, but I don't really stay very connected to anyone else except for when we see each other face to face. And then there's 3 of you that are still in Oregon and get to see each other pretty regularly. But I think I have it drafted, and then I just didn't hit send because I didn't know how. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know, hey, would you guys want to get together and do like maybe once a month or once every 2 months get together on Zoom or something?
Yeah.
And I was kind of inspired by Barb and Meg actually. And just do like around the horn. We do like a happy hour or a book club or something, just to, because I had a moment this week where I was like, there really is nothing like girlfriends, and it does take work. And yeah, I feel like if we can be any sort of inspiration to, you know, stay connected to people that are important to you, that's amazing. Because I do feel like girlfriends are irreplaceable.
Dude,
like
I would love a book club again because, well, one, that's how like that group started. So I think that's kind of cool. And then also, I don't know what it is. I get enjoyment out of books. I really do. And like, I've read a lot of the books that you've recommended and I've loved them, but I will always get it done when there's a group. Like that's how I operate, is I need a goalpost for like even enjoyment things. It's just, I don't know. And I love the conversation of like reading a book and then hearing what people think about it and how it resonated with them and the differences when we would do that together. I just thought that was so cool. I would love that. Will you please hit send on that?
Yeah. I mean, I have it drafted, and then I thought, well, they're busy. They see each other all the time. And I just stopped, but okay, I will.
Good. And 2, this is back to Catherine. Parenting isn't always sunshine and rainbows. CC, the intro of this episode. Parenting isn't always sunshine and rainbows. I'm pregnant with our first due in January, and listening to you 2 talk about parenting and marriage and how it has ebbed and flowed through the years is so helpful. Thank you for being real and raw and imperfectly badass. Cheers with kombucha for now to 200 and thousands more to go. Oh
my gosh.
I love that.
It is really true. Like, man, when you think about how much we've changed since this pod started.
Yeah.
Like, and what we've gone through in the seasons of our marriage and of, parenting. I mean, you when we started, you didn't have any kids. I think I had Rev.
Yeah.
But I feel like an entirely different human. I'm sort of, you have a new job. I'm got a new job.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got different beliefs now. It's like, it's wild to think about the journey. And you guys have been here with us.
I've talked about this before, but someone said we should go back through the how to fall in love with someone questions from that article because they like think that our answers would be so different now.
Oh, that would be fascinating. And then maybe Chad could do like a little side by side or something on some of them.
I think we should totally do that. I'm going to write it down.
We should.
For one of the I went to write it down on one of my scratch pads, and the notes were from that last episode with Erica. And I wrote candles, trees in the wind, like having those visualizations. And I've been loving doing that in the morning before I start work. Is I like take a couple deep breaths and I think about those visualizations, and then I set my intention for the day. Like, what's my word? And today my word was engaged. Like, I want to be engaged in what I'm doing when I'm doing it. Like, whether it's work or here or with the kids. Wow. Like, it's been kind of nice. Okay. Last one. And then we'll take some more of these over to Patreon because there really were a lot. And I love you guys for sending these. This one is from Danielle. Hey guys, I found your pod through following Ashley on Instagram because of Beachbody. Is that okay to say that here? I think that's fine. Yeah. It's like a good shout out. Okay. I wasn't sure I'd connect with it at all since I don't really drink, maybe once a few months socially. I was quickly pulled in by your banter and laughs. I am so thankful to both of you for being honest and sharing the good and the bad. I love how Ashley keeps it real with diet culture, intention setting, and just being honest about parenting. I also want to thank Colleen for being honest about your ectopic pregnancy. I myself had just gotten through a 2-year fight with unexplained infertility and a miscarriage. I found myself crying through the whole episode, feeling all the feels and wishing that pain of loss on no one. This may not make the episode since there isn't a specific product or moment that sparked my gratitude, but thanks for being real, the good and the bad, especially as a new mom. You guys make this roller coaster of life feel less lonely. Love you ladies and forever grateful to have stumbled upon your shows.
Man, you know, it's so nice to hear stuff like this. And like, I feel like it's a recurring theme, at least in my life, but in this feedback too, about like being real and sharing the rawness of what it means to be a human being on this planet. And sometimes I get in my head like, oh, I'm oversharing. And I feel like I asked Chad to edit a lot more than you have him edit because it's in my nature to just share. Like, I just talk about things. And then sometimes I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have said that, or, you know, was this appropriate or not? And, but it is nice to like get the feedback that it's good, you know.
Okay, I'm going to read one more.
Sharing the raw stuff.
I'm going to read one more. Okay. This is from, so someone went on to our website, sipsquadpod.com, and you can, send us a message through there as well. So this is from January. I love that name. Just love it. All right. The message is longtime follower, supporter of Ashley. So naturally, I've been listening since day one and before. A double fister soul sipper and then some, I feel like. Congrats on 200 episodes. And thank you for showing up authentically as Ash and Call each and every time and sharing your lives with us. Here's a rambling of my personal takeaways from 200 glorious episodes. A flavored Truly lemonade will never really let you down. Tequila soda lime for a good time, and Spanish coffee. My deserted island will come with Chrissy Teigen and her cacio e pepe. And you too. The worst part of going on a vacation is getting behind on the pod and then frantically trying to catch up. You can have drastically different beliefs than someone and still have genuine love and respect for them. You can have faith in God and still believe in mediums. Telling someone you can choose a different thought doesn't always land well. Oops. that your virtual besties can help subside the loneliness that you feel living miles away from your real life besties. Thank you for all those things and so much more. Can't wait for the podcast road tour one day. I'm going to not say this because you have to be on Patreon, but you guys know what kind of pictures we ask for. I love you. I love you. We love you back.
Love you back, man. Oh my gosh. This is fun. It is a little memory lane.
It is a memory lane.
Like it's very I don't know if nostalgic's the word, but I do feel like emotional and proud.
Yeah. Me too.
The whole crew, of the whole squad.
Yeah, I feel like connected.
The people
that
this pod, has attracted. And I do. We got to take it. We have to take it on the road. We need to meet more of you.
Yep.
Face to face, for sure.
Ding, ding,
gosh.
ding, ding.
Okay, ding, ding, ding. Oh! Okay, are they... So this new... Yeah, okay. So the read is for matcha. Guys, we've talked about this on the last few shows. It is a tea company called Peak. And I have been looking... Actually, we talked about it at the top of the episode.
Yeah.
The reason I'm waking up is to get this matcha. I put a little ginger in it. But you want good quality matcha, and not all matcha is created equal, right? So what I love about Peak's matcha is all matcha is going to be, it's got the antioxidants and it's good for digestion stuff, but Peak one-ups it because it's organic, it's ceremonial grade, and it's quadruple toxin screened for purity. It's also shaded for longer, so it has more chlorophyll and L-theanine, which helps to promote calm, reduce stress, and anxiety. And the chlorophyll will promote clear skin for a better complexion. So they kind of call it like an antioxidant facial for your skin. What I notice about matcha is it doesn't upset my stomach the way that coffee used to because it's not as acidic. And I have sustained energy. I don't have any jitters. I feel like I have good mental clarity and focus, and it carries me well into the afternoon. I feel lighter. I feel cleaner. I feel better. And this is not part of the read, but they sent us another thing, that I have been having. I've been trying one of their other teas recently, and it's hydration. So I want to talk to them about sending us the read for that because I am obsessed with it. And it's got hyaluronic acid in it and ceramides. So it really is hydrating you from the inside out. Your skin, I feel like I notice my skin looking dewier. It's crazy. Anyway, there is a reason that Peak has over 15,000 5-star reviews.
Peak is offering a limited time offer just for our listeners. Get 15% off plus free shipping for life when you subscribe at peaklife.com/sip. PIQUELIFE.com/SIP. Use code SIP for 5% off site-wide. 15% off. That's 15% off site-wide. Everything you need to create a healthy skin and energy routine. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding. I tried their matcha. I hadn't tried their other one.
So the reason that I did, there's a girl on Instagram there's a girl in the world, but she's also on Instagram, and her name is Organic Olivia, and she has her own supplement line, and I really trust her because she I'm really on this gut health journey right now.
Yeah.
So I've been seeking, resources out, and they actually mentioned some of her supplements in that Gut Health Hacks book.
Yeah.
And so I went to her and I was watching some of her highlights, and she talked about this. It's like a beauty, the hydration one or something like that. And she talked about she wanted to create a product exactly like this, but Peak beat her to the punch. And it has natural flavors in it, like rose and hibiscus or something. But it's got pink Himalayan sea salt. And then it's got, like I said, the hyaluronic acid and the ceramides. And she said she noticed a difference in her skin. So I've been having that in the morning also after I finish my matcha. And it's just like a light flavor, but very good, all organic, no sugar. It has, different minerals and stuff in it. So anyway.
Cool.
Yada, yada, yada.
Yada,
okay,
yada.
Should we land the bird?
Land it. Let's land her.
So circling back from the top of the show, my rant, I guess, is going to have to be, so Roka downed 60 pills of her incontinence medication.
Yeah.
Well, 58, because it was a brand new prescription and she had eaten 2 in her breakfast this morning. And she ate the rest of the bottle. And so we call the emergency vet, and the emergency vet says, well, we don't really know. Call the poison control. Here's the poison control. I call the poison control line, and I am on hold for 52 minutes and like 38 seconds before someone answers.
Crazy.
52 minutes.
We were texting, and I'm like, hold up.
Yeah.
The whole thing of poison control, and I get that people are probably like super short staffed, and like I'm not saying that there's probably not like good reason, but it's a huge bummer, because if you're calling that line, it's for an emergency situation potentially.
Yeah.
An hour wait? Like,
yeah. And then when they came on, they were super nice. Like, she was amazing. But then she asked me a couple questions. She asked like stuff about Roca and then what she took. And then she goes, okay, I'm going to put you on hold and like do some research to figure out, and then I'll be back with you. And then she didn't. Then I was on hold for like 6 minutes or something. And I was panicked the whole time because she did not ask what is a good contact number for you in case we get disconnected. Right? And so I had this fear, and I'm with the 2 kids, and I'm on hold as I put the phone there. That's at the time that Mac Donkey kicked me, was when I was on hold the time that she was going and doing. And I was it just was a zoo. And I was like, Revy, don't touch the phone. And I was like, should I even say that to her?
Right.
Because I don't want to give her the idea to touch the phone. But I was then had all this anxiety about like, if I drop this call, I have to wait another freaking hour because the people at the vet, and I don't know if this is blanket, but I assume this is blanket. The people at the vet said, so John drove Roca to the vet at the same time as I called.
Right.
And they got her back, but he said, okay, I just got here, but they said we need a case number immediately. I told him that you're on the phone. I said, yes, I'm on hold. So they need a case number, and they work directly with the poison control line. So, like, you can't just take your dog to an emergency vet when they ingest something like that. You have to you have to go through the poison control line. You can't just circumvent and go to the vet. Like, you have to get a case number opened. And it was the ASPCA like poison control. It was not Phoenix, Arizona poison control, right? It was like the whole freaking nation or whatever. And the message did say, like, there's been an influx of cases, and so we've hired people and we're training the team. We might be a little slower or whatever. They did say that on the message that got replayed, every 30 seconds. So, yeah, they are short-staffed, and I get that. But it was very anxiety-inducing. I will say that. Mm-hmm. But then she was very friendly and very kind, and, we got the case number and all of that. It's a $95 charge. So know that as well. Mm-hmm. I'm grateful that they exist. But it was just like, really?
Come on.
This is, right? Like, you can't even just take her to the emergency vet, be like, F it, I'm going to go here. No, you got to go through the poison control line so that they can work together with the vets. And then, then that's just the scratch on the surface. Then the whole treatment process begins. And the dogs or the cats or whatever it is. Yeah. So I don't know. It's a rant because it's like, that's crazy. But also I don't want to complain too much because they're doing good work. They're saving animals. But still.
Dude, just that feeling of calling someone and having to wait for however long, just that experience, and then hoping, praying that you don't get disconnected, which is a very valid concern. Very, very valid. And then listening to that music forever. And it's just like, what do you do with your life when you're just waiting for someone to pick up the phone? You're like half in, half out of everything. I had to call a technical support number. This is my rant, and it feels kind of silly because it's not nearly as serious as, poison control. I was just troubleshooting a technical support issue. But they asked me for, what's the serial number, right? I don't ever, they're like, oh, it's the number on the back, but there's a lot of different numbers. And then you see, oh, it has the SN or whatever. But it's a combination of numbers and letters. And it's 20, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then communicating it to someone over the phone, it's like, is she going to repeat it back to me, or do I just cruise through this, right? Do I do 4 digits at a time?
Oh, God. And then when you say letters, do you do the thing?
This is the thing.
Yes.
T as in Tom. But then I start to second guess myself when I get to things
is it
like
supposed to be tango?
J. I'm like, J for Jaguar. Like,
right. Yeah. J for jack-o'-lantern? Yeah.
And then when we get to L's, I always think about my own last name, but I'm like, well, no one's going to get that. So I'm like, L for love. And I'm like, that's weird. I'm like, what random ass words am I giving?
Yeah.
I sound like a crazy person. B for buffalo, L for love, P for Peter.
Peter. I do. Yeah, it is always sort of like a minor mortification. Like I think that is a low grade, but it registers every single time I have to do the letter thing.
Yes.
Every time. Because you sound like a flubbering idiot.
C for cucumber. Like, what?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And then I always think D for death, but I'm like, I can't say that. Think of another word like D for ding dong. Nope, that's weird. D for dinosaur. Cool. Now I sound like I'm 3.
That'll work. Yeah. Tell me you're a mom without telling me you're a mom.
Right.
D for dinosaur. B for bingo.
B for bingo. Yeah. C for cocomelon. Cocomelon. Do 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 do.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. We both had technical situations.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
My
rave.
Mm-hmm. My rave this week is I was rocking. So Mac still won't let me go anywhere near him. I can't touch him with a 10-foot pole. It's daddy, daddy, daddy.
Yeah.
So Mac and daddy are bedtime routine. Revy and I are thick as thieves. We're besties, right? So that's good. So her and I are bedtime routine. And the routine is every night, obviously we do the jammies and the socks and the teeth brushing and all the normal things. And then we read a book. And then we play a song. And I have a playlist now. I'm getting her to be a big Taylor Swift fan. So I've got like a lot of folklore on there, right? Like Wildest Dreams is what leads us off. So we do this every night, and we go through several songs. It's not just Taylor, but we go through several songs. And sometimes she falls right asleep. I rock with her, right? So I'm rocking in the rocking chair. Sometimes she falls right asleep, and then sometimes she's not tired and she's looking around. I see her eyes, but she sees if I look at her, she'll close her eyes, right? And the other night, we're rocking. She opens her eyes. I'm looking at her, and I look at her, and she didn't close her eyes, and she said, what did she say? I wrote it in my notes. She said something like, she said, I love being with you, Mama. She just had her eyes open, right? She's looking at me, and I'm doing rocking with the music, and I smiled at her, and she said, I love being with you, Mama. And then I melted into a puddle. Mm-hmm. I just was like, oh my gosh, I love being with you. And I thought that was the sweetest thing.
There's something about the bedtime moments when they're not what we talked about at the beginning of the episode, but I'm going to change my rave because I don't like my rave and I like this conversation better. But there's something about those moments where Ben is in his pajamas and he loves Thomas the Train. So it's usually Thomas the Train or Train pajamas. And he has his Thomas the Train sheet and his Thomas the Train blanket. And he has his Thomas the Train pillowcase. And he's the most innocent, sweet soul laying in his little bed. And he wants me to sing him happy birthday every night. So I'm scratching, tickling his back, singing happy birthday, or he wants the ABCs, or he just wants me to sing something.
Yeah.
And you're just looking at them in those moments, and you could just totally just sob because it's they're just so pure. And then when they're just sleeping like that, it's it hits you like a ton of bricks of just how precious they are.
Like an angel.
Yes.
Yeah, they're so special.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put you through the ringer. They put you to the test.
Yeah.
And they are so dang special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I love that. A raid in and of itself could be watching kids sleep.
Yes.
Not all kids, but my kids.
Yes.
I could watch my kids sleep.
Yes.
Forever.
Yeah. All right, you
All right,
guys. We love you.
We love you the most.
Good thing.
Did we plug Patreon?
I don't think so, but if you love it here on Tuesdays, we also drop episodes on Fridays that are like our own reality TV show where we just keep it real.
Let her rip.
We let her rip over there. patreon.com/you can sip with us, $5 a month, which is like with inflation right now, that's basically 5 cents a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
$5 ain't $5 anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. That's not even it can't even buy you a cup of coffee, but it can buy you, and you can binge every episode we've ever had on Patreon with $5. So
yeah.
We love you guys. You can sip with us always, and thank you for sipping with us over 201 times.
Over 201 times.
Yep.
And we will
see you
next
Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.